Kampala City is developing rapidly with numerous infrastructure projects being implemented accommodating the needs of the population. To maintain the city's appealing state, human resource is required for its upkeep. Kampala Capital City Authority, KCCA, partnered with several stakeholders to support efforts to clean the city's streets.
We have reservation schemes that are contracts left to the vulnerable, the youth, the women, the widowed, the girls in our communities. And these utilize these reservation schemes to get jobs.
So whether you're an NRM, whether you are a NOOP, whether you are what, you're all welcome to Seven Hills Circle.
Seven Hills Circle, a cooperative which started in 2021 targeting the vulnerable, has over 800 members from the ghetto and won a bid under the reservation scheme to work with KCCA. Over 600 members are paid by KCCA through the circle, where a portion of their earnings is saved.
Members are given a passbook. So if you're given a passbook, it's where your savings are recorded on a monthly basis. So with that passbook, it helps you track your savings. We have a soft copy for it. You also have a hard copy for your passbook. So
olunaku nkolera nusu kakaaga omwezi nenfuna emitwalo 18 ne batema NSSF netema n'omusolo ne sako ne mbanga nfunye enzijuvu 15.
So you deducted around 20,000 as your savings. Then those who get 200 plus, it's 30,000. Then the saving goes on increasing gradually.
The payment for these cleaners ranges between 6,000 and 12,000 Uganda shillings daily, and they are able to acquire loans from the circle.
To a small interest, despite the fact that some people don't have a saving culture, right? Many Ugandans don't. When the circle helps you to save, once that money amounts, trust me or not, when you come for your savings, you will have that urge to start up something.
Kati omusaro ejejasoka nenjiteka mu business yange netambula bulungi nemba nga nfunamu ekyokulya nga nsobola okulabirira abaana bange n'okubasomesa.
Tuyina akabiina kaffe kakashira ondi mu 7 Hills we batuwa omusaara nga tugabirayo nga babiri. Kata kasenta ko embanka funye ngenda nateekawo mudaala gw'obunyaanya nwa mudaala gw'amanda nteekawo amanda nenyongeramu nenabanga mbidukanya nensobola kubaawo.
These workers, call them sweepers, are on the streets of Kampala daily from as early as 6 a.m. to execute their tasks, donning reflector jackets, wearing gloves and helmets for their safety.
We have the necessary tools and equipment that they need to use while doing this job. We have cones, reflector cones.
This cleaning assignment is not any different from other jobs. These workers also face challenges, especially women.
Aba abantu ebiseera ebisinga ababa piki ab'emmotoka bavuga bubi ate oluusi batulaba batuzaala wabazaalawo omulimu gwaffe.
Tujjako emmotoka ze zibeera ngezitataganyamu olina okukeera n'olaba nti zigenda okuwera ku kkubo ngo omaliriza okwera. Novaawo ng'obudde bukyanga emmotoka tezinabeera nnyingi mbadde sinasangako obuzibu.
Kuba owa booda ayinza okujja n'akuyita ne ku pavement olaba tafuddeeyo. Alabira ddala ne bwakulinnya tafaayo. Ye takulaba nga muntu.
Ky'emmotoka ne booda mbadde sinaba kufunamu buzibu kuba sifunangako accident nzijja bulungi nenkola era nenzirayo bulungi. Mpozi nga nabusangayo mu maaso naye mbadde sinabusanga.
Ababooda basinga otutawaanya. Sira kubanga oyera ne bakulumba gy'oli n'obavira ne bayitawo.
But we also have campaigns. We come out to the public and appeal to them to drive carefully. We have lit up the streets. We're trying to light up all the streets where they operate, such that there is visibility, there is safety. And also we implore them to work in groups, such that that group appeal or that group movement is also a source of security.
Their work also includes picking littered waste off the roads. However, the public can minimize uncontrolled dumping of waste by using gazetted garbage bins. The cleaners say Circumstances pushed them to end up in this type of work.
Ndi single mother nga nina obwana bwange nga tetuli bulungi ng'embeera si ya mulembe.
Nali ntunda miyembe ku kkubo n'amenvu naye nga ba KCCA bajja ne bakuyoola oba wakaleeta emaaliyo ne bakuyoola owunzika ozza emabega.
Nali mpita mu mbeera eyali teri nnungi. Omusajja yandekawo nga nina abaana b'okulabirira ate nga ne byenkola ebirala ndaba tebinyamba.
These workers are expected to each sweep a total of 600 meters on one side of the road, but as well another 600 meters on the other side of the road, that making the 2 lanes of the road. It is a very hectic job or task, but they give their all to ensure that you and I enjoy a clean city.
Omulimu guno gwokola ogwenyumirizaamu
Nnyo ate ngwagala nnyo.
naye bagamba mwera oluusi ne muliwa kasasiro mu mwala.
Tulina dustbin kati ng'eyaawo tubeera n'obukutiya bwaffe bwetubeera ntukuŋŋaanya tuteekamu ntwala mu dustbin.
Ne bw'oba mulwadde ojja n'onsaba nga nze supervisor. Bw'onsaba nze ntwala message mu bannange ne mbagamba bannaaye munnaffe bw'ati ne bw'ati mulwadde naye kye tuba tukola twereyere tugende tukole space ye ne bw'oba ofiiriddwa n'ontegeeza nze sisobola kwosa lwa nsonga ekibuga kirina okuba nga kiyonjo tetulwaza tetufiirwa. Bw'oba ofiiriddwa twera space yo bwe tumala office ebeera n'enteekateeka ngayo kuba eno saka eri organized. Office ebeera n'enteekateeka tusobola okujja okuzikirako naye tumala kunnyuka tetusulayo.
Away from the sweepers are those who clean drainage channels.
Tutuukira mu budde kuba obudde obutuyingiza ku mulimu tubusayininga ku lupapula. Olunaku lwaffe lwe tuba tukoze tulusayininga tuyingira mu lunaku lw'okukola ki olw'okusasulwa.
They are called gangs that get into these trenches, these drainage channels. Some of them are closed culvert crossings and remove that silt. That is one of the reasons why we are having the cleaning and greening campaign.
We do clear our drainages every quarter to make sure that by the time it rains, we have clear drains. But bad waste disposal practices defeat our efforts.
Working to desilt drainage channels looks like a disgusting job, but it is a source of livelihood for the ghetto youth, including those who are former convicts, criminals, and those considered vulnerable in the society. From these efforts, they have been able to enhance their livelihoods.
Era n'obulamu buzzeewo kuba luli nali nsobola kugenda n'enziba n'obweziba miliyoni 2 naye nga nzitwala butwazi mubala n'enzirya naye kati zino zemenyekedde sofa nakagulayo embuzi zange 7 mu kyalo naye so tikyaliko okuva dda. Akasente kano kangaseeko nnyo kubanga saawa zino wenjogerera nagulawo ne poloti yange mu maanyi gange. So era neebaliza ddala pulezidenti naffe okutulowoozaako nti abayaaya ababbi twakyuka era twalokoka. Era tukola n'angalo zaffe ne tufuna.
Yatulondera Mama Kisaka n'atufunira komanda Mento ne ttiimu ye bannange bayamba ffe twali bubi nnyo kino nkyogera nfukamidde wano.
Pulezidenti waffe tumwagala nnyo naye nga ffe ab'emyala batulowoozeeko oba batongeze kasente kuba embeera yo nkambwe wano wetuli wano wayonjo wano wali kiriya naye waliwo gwe mugendamu nga guli shata obo kyaguli mu munda ne batta sewage naye nga muli n'omujjawo.
The drainage channel is not supposed to carry sewage. Now you're kind of also increasing the prevalence of disease. There is unsuspecting public that's going to have interface with that sewage, which is not safe. Then it's also going to percolate into the groundwater. There are people who depend on wells which utilize groundwater. That's going to be contaminated by feces. So you can see the ripple effect of bad practices. We're constantly in a battle with the public.
While executing the assignments, these workers encounter unusual garbage dumped in the drainage channels.
Biba bingi naye ffe nga bamarine ebimu tubitunuulira oba osanze mukaana kakuba buko bikitiyo n'okakanyugawo n'okukateeka.
Where children may be running by the side of drainages. In some areas, our younger people or older, because you may not tell who has done what, they may terminate pregnancies, and so it's a whole mindset change.
Twali eyo naguru twasangamo obwana nga 7 naye ffe nga tugamba gwe tobaako nagwogamba oba okafunye kakanyuge bukanyiziye ababijjako be bamanyi bwe bagenda bitwala.
We encounter them, but we have the city mortuary, and sometimes our unclaimed people, if they stay for long, we have a farewell site in Rusaze where we give them, we tend to, because they're human beings.
Kampala Capital City Authority leadership is optimistic that the remuneration of these workers shall be enhanced, while the renewal of the contracts shall be dependent on their performance. This initiative can be a long-term intervention to keep the youths off the streets of Kampala, keeping them productive and contributing towards national development. Ivan Kahwa, Tony Kent Chazi in Kampala.